Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. We are Charlie Kirk Beverly Hills residents pay tribute. PM Shahbaz Sharif address Arab Islamic Summit in Doha. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif meets Saudi Crown Prince in Doha. Trump launches Memphis Safe Task Force, says Chicago will follow. US-China agree on framework for TikTok ownership shift. Israel strike building in western Gaza City after warning evacuees. Trump administration's order Delta and Aero-Mexico to end joint venture. And Gandapur defense Imran Khan criticized Maryam Nawaz in strong remarks. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. Viewers, now the top story is here. Residents of Beverly Hills gathered to honor conservative activist Charlie Kirk, chanting "We are Charlie Kirk" while holding candles and sign. The vigil celebrated his legacy and expressed solidarity with his family and supporters. Kirk was shot and killed during an outdoor event last week, a loss widely mourned across conservative circles nationwide. Viewers, now the Arab Islamic Summit opened in Doha, the capital of Qatar, with leaders from across the region attending. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif delivered an address stressing unity among Muslim nations, stronger regional cooperation, and joint efforts to overcome political and security challenges. He reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to peace, stability, and deeper ties within the Islamic world.
Express our all-out support and solidarity with our Qatari brothers and sisters. Excellencies, we deeply appreciate Qatar's sincere and tireless diplomatic efforts, guided by the able leadership of my dear brother, the Amir, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Your Highnesses and Excellencies, Israel's assault against Qatar is not an isolated incident. It is yet another manifestation of its declared hegemonic ambitions. Ladies and gentlemen, while Gaza bleeds, the heart-wrenching cries of its innocent women and children echo through these halls. Israel's genocidal campaign has reduced Gaza to rubble and ruin. The world shall always bear the scars of this unending carnage etched on the very soul of humanity. Injustice has reached an unbearable level. This must stop, and stop now. Excellencies, Pakistan reiterates the following urgent and essential steps. Israel must be held accountable for its war crimes against humanity. Under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, the UN Security Council must urgently demand an immediate, unconditional and permanent ceasefire, release of hostages and exchange of Palestinian prisoners.
Viewers, now Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif met Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia Mohammed bin Salman on the sidelines of the emergency Arab Islamic Summit in Qatar. The two leaders discussed bilateral relations, regional cooperation, and a shared commitment to addressing challenges facing the Muslim world. Now, President Donald Trump signed an executive order establishing the Memphis Safe Task Force model after the federal crime crackdown in Washington, D.C. The initiative aims to combat violent crime and strengthen law enforcement coordination in the city. Trump added that a similar task force will soon be launched in Chicago as part of broader efforts to address urban crime.
It's in many cities, and we're going to take care of all of them, step by step, just like we did in D.C. We have virtually no crime in D.C. right now. This task force will be a replica of our extraordinarily successful efforts here, and you'll see it's a lot of the same thing, although the numbers here are really something. But we're sending in the big force now. We also sent them into Chicago on a sort of a moderate basis, and we brought down crime a little bit in Chicago, but we're now going to bring it down very big. We're going to be doing Chicago probably next.
Now, the United States and China have reached a framework agreement to transfer TikTok into US-controlled ownership. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to finalize the term during a meeting on Friday. The move comes amid ongoing concern in Washington over data security and Beijing influence on the popular video sharing platform. Viewers, now Israel carried out an airstrike that destroyed a building in western Gaza City, according to local support families displaced by the conflict who had been sheltering inside and nearby were warned beforehand to evacuate. The strike is part of ongoing military operation as tensions as humanitarian concern in the Gaza Strips continue to escalate. Viewers, now the interesting news is here. The Trump administration announced it is directing Delta Airlines and Aero Mexico to dismantle their joint venture by January 1st. The partnership will allow the carriers to coordinate schedules, pricing, and capacity for US-Mexico flights. Cities at anti-competitive officials said the move is intending to promote fair competitions and expand options for travelers.
The Trump administration has told Delta Airlines and Aero Mexico to unwind their alliance by January 1st. That joint venture has allowed the pair to coordinate scheduling, pricing and decisions on capacity for US-Mexico flights. But Washington said Monday that the tie-up had anti-competitive effects and gave an unfair advantage to the two carriers. Delta and Aero Mexico account for about 60% of passenger flights from Mexico City Airport to the US.
Viewers, in the last, Ali Amin Gandapur declared Imran Khan a popular leader while lashing out at political opponents in a fiery statement. He said Maryam Nawaz Sharif appeared helpless in the current political climate. Gandapur's sharp comment reflects growing tension within Pakistan political landscape as parties trade accusations ahead of key political development.
पहली बात तो बड़ी क्लियर हो गई है कि ये जो जितने केसेस हैं खान साहब पे या बुशरा बीबी पे हमारी पार्टी पे ये सारे बेसलेस हैं बेसलेस केस है इसलिए इन केसों को चला नहीं रहे कि जब केस चलेंगे तो कुछ है ही नहीं तो फिर जमानतें होंगी तो वो डिले कर रहे हैं और वही जस्टिस डिलेड जस्टिस डिनाइड वही चल रहा है तो मैं पहले तो ये एक गुजारिश करूंगा पूरी कौम की तरफ से कि फील्ड मार्शल साहब आसिम मुनीर साहब इमरान खान साहब एक पॉपुलर तरीन लीडर हैं इस पार्टी के.
So viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTV and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Now I am American. I have citizen.
I still have my Salvadorian passport and now I have my USA passport. I am a citizen of the US.
Khi cầm cái hộ chiếu Mỹ, cô rất là tự hào mình là công dân Mỹ.
La ciudadanía para mí significa oportunidades.
Si ya tienen el tiempo que pueden hacerse ciudadanas, que lo hagan.
No pierde nada uno con intentarlo.
Como dicen en México, echándole ganas, todo se puede.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.